first place. You haven't lost a game. It feels like only one part of the job is done at this point.
Yeah, I mean, with the playoff format the way it is, you can't really take your foot off the gas at all. Every time we've gone out there, we've just been trying to learn the sheets with the rocks being done, and he's trying to find more curl. It is a bit of a learning journey every single game, so just trying to get as much info as we can heading into the games. Like tomorrow even is still really important for us just to gather as much information as we can, and then same in going into Friday.
Well, and that's the thing. Obviously, you don't want to let the foot off the gas pedal at all here, too. You want to carry that momentum into Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that we're making a lot of shots. We still can tighten up a little bit, and otherwise, we're starting to learn what's going on out there, and yeah.
What's going right in yours? I mean, compared to other times that you guys have been on similar runs, is there anything different about this one that strikes you?
I think it's kind of the same. We're just really trying to learn from every shot. So if there's a miss, that's okay. What happened on it it's something that we can fix, and then learning for the next one. So just trying to throw the rock as well as we can so that we learn as much information as we can up the lineup, and then everyone will feel more confident throwing in certain spots.
Right. 18 in a row. Do you recall the last time you were on a streak like that at the Scotties? Has anybody told you?
We try not to think about the streaks too much because everyone was talking about it at Worlds, and we're like, we don't care. We don't want it to be like the final, the last game that that ends our streak. So we don't really think about it too much. We're trying to go out there with the same intensity every single game, and it's great to be already locked into first place. That was our first goal. We wanted to be in that game that you get a second chance. We didn't want to be into sudden death game right away, and we got that. So now we know what we have to do to play as well as we can in that game.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So you're in a win and you're in situation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it difficult to keep track with how close everything is and how close the teams are?
Yeah, we don't really look kind of too far into it. We kind of just focus on ourselves. Obviously, we're in control, which is always a great position to be in. I think last year we were in a position where we kind of had to have certain situations happen and they didn't happen and whatnot. So it's nice to be fully in control. It's totally up to us. We're not having to wait for someone else to lose. It's totally up to us.
And what's been working, do you think, for your team this week?
I think we've been doing a really good job of bouncing back, especially after the two losses that we've had. We had a tough game against Skrlik and maybe deserved to kind of win that one, but we kind of let it slip away and then bounced back really good against Northern Ontario. And same this morning. We had a good battle, just didn't quite kind of miss inch here, inch there against Team Canada, and we were able to bounce back with a really good game. So I think just not kind of having that slump and continuing it, we were able to kind of peak again after that.
And I saw your team out there. I was watching kind of the last end of the Sturmey game. How much watching are you kind of doing to see how the picture looks, you know?
Yeah, I think right now if Sturmey loses, I believe we would be in automatically regardless of what happens tomorrow, I think is what it's looking like. So we're obviously not paying attention during the game, but I think once everything's done and we're done with our game, we're keeping a close eye. But we're very fortunate that we are still in control of our situation regardless. It would just make it a little easier on us tomorrow.
And are you aware, are you aware of what's going on in the other pool? Is even murkier over there?
It sounds like a gong show over there. I haven't looked too closely. Obviously, it doesn't really affect us. It would just kind of affect who we would play in if we make the playoffs sort of thing. But it looks like there's kind of a lot of 2-2 or teams with 2 losses and so on. So yeah, it's definitely not a position I would want to be in. So I'm happy we're kind of in control of our destiny here.
And just another question, when you get back to your hotel, do you put the curling highlights on and do you see what's going on out there?
Yeah, in between games we watch curling because it's also good to see kind of how the ice is running in between draws. If it's changed at all, we can kind of get a bit of an idea before our late draw. So we do watch curling. We also enjoy it, so it's fun to watch, and we have lots of friends kind of in the event as well. So it's nice to keep up to date with them.
Are you going to go out there and see how Sturmey did?
Probably, yeah. I think our team is.
You're here right now.
Yeah, I think our team is practicing after anyway, so kind of got some time to kill before that. So.
All right, Anna Granges, it's like a money picture and then it's not, right?
This game, we were definitely dialed into our own game because it was a close one, but it depends how close it is. Sometimes I like looking around and seeing what's going on. It's nice to see the big screen up at top to watch.
Listen to it. What do you think's been working for your team this week? You were in a position where you could lock up a berth in a few minutes. I can't believe you're not watching, but anyway, go ahead.
No, yeah, It's been amazing this week. Our team has worked really hard on communication. McCarville wasn't on the ice this last game, but every other game, it's been so loud, so exciting for the fans, which means we also have to figure out how to communicate with each other non-verbally because we can't hear each other. So we've worked a lot on that, and we're really, really just communicating well with each other. Yeah.
And does it feel like the pressure would be off if that game goes the way it might go with Saskatchewan winning in terms of what your tomorrow looks like?
No, I think we want to win out no matter what. We're looking for a game in the 1-2 qualifier, so no matter what happens in that game, we have to win the next one to do so. So we're still a little bit on the seat of our pants to win out against none of it tomorrow. Yeah.
And what makes your team one of the best in the country? You're having a great season, obviously.
Yeah, I think our chemistry is great, honestly. All of them work so hard. We practice together at least once a week. I could go on and on, but really it's their work ethic, like Ashton, Jerry, Margot. There's never a question. They're on the ice all the time, working out all the time. It's amazing to have 4 people that just, their goals is the exact same. Yeah.
And what did you learn from your first Scotties a couple of years ago that's working in your favor now?
Play less aggressive a little bit. No, honestly, I had a bit of jitters going into my first Scotties. I started out with Caitlin Laws and then moved on to Robin Silvernagel, and then I think moved on after that and played Carrie Einerson and Clancy Grandy. So a bunch of teams that I looked up to all the time, and I'm sort of used to it now. So get to play them quite a bit on the circuit, and now we get to play them here at the big stage.
Nancy Martin, I mean, 8 complete games here at the Scotties, and what a way to finish off that last one, drawing for the win.
Yes, I'm really proud of the girls. We kind of knew we were probably out of it, watching the other games go on, but what a week we had. Kind of one game short to get ourselves into playoffs, and just had a really fun week here. So.
I mean, it's easy to get distracted by the scoreboard watching, but it looks like you took care of business without any issues, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we had a few ends that we were pretty worried, but I mean, just keep throwing them, and I mean, you're going to get misses sometimes, and we had some great shots as well, and just stuck in it. So it was, they played great. They played really good.
How would you describe your skipping experience here at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts? I know it was your first one to, holding the broom, so.
Yeah, I think that's the most fun I've ever had. It was pretty fun. Yeah, the girls just support me 100%, believe in me, and that makes just all the world a difference.
You've been a thrill to watch all week, so I really appreciate your time.
Thanks. Hopefully we'll see you back.
Any closing remarks?
No, I guess just thanks for everything. Yeah, thanks for being patient with us. Yeah.